Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring the Goblin Slayer TRPG. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this role-playing game based on the popular fantasy series, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about determining action order. This would be step 2 in the combat round. If the players are looking to escape, now is the time for them to do so. They can flee using a main action as well, but this is the only time when they can use fate points to flee. That's why it's important for the player characters to pay attention to their wound counts, how fatigued they are, how far the attrition track has gone, how many enemies remain, and how much damage they've done to the enemies, of course. If they determine they can't win, they should probably choose to flee for the time being, returning to a town to rest and shop if necessary. If they are not going to flee, they follow the next steps to find their initiative and determine what order they'll act in. All characters on the battlefield, both allies and enemies, make an initiative check. You roll 2 6-sided dice for the initiative, plus the bonus from the Anticipate skill, if the player character has learned that skill. Determine the monster's initiative by using whatever is indicated in that monster's initiative section, found on their profile. The total score of a player character's initiative check is simply called their initiative. For this round, characters will act in initiative order, highest to lowest. If 2 allies end up with the same initiative, they can decide who goes first. If 2 monsters roll the same initiative, the Game Master decides who acts first. However, if an ally and a monster both get the same initiative, they will perform another initiative check in order to determine who will act first. During this process, a character can lower their own initiative to act later on in the turn order. The action order determined here only lasts until the end of this round. Once the next round starts, all characters still alive will make another initiative check to determine their action order for that round, and so on. A critical success on an initiative check confers a +5 bonus on the check's total score. This will usually allow whoever made the check to take action early in the round. A critical failure on an initiative check automatically gives an initiative of 0. Apart from critical successes and critical failures, all initiative checks are considered a success, and the player character can also use a fate point to increase the result of this check. Now, when it comes to minions and action order, there are 2 types of monsters in this game: bosses and minions. We'll talk more about those in a future part. Minions are led by a boss. They can choose either to act with the same initiative as their boss, or to act at whatever spot in the order their own initiative would put them at. Any minions not led by a boss, even if another boss is on the battlefield, that is, some other boss that does not command them, can only act during their standard initiative. If there is no boss present, the Game Master may, if desired, perform just 1 check for each type of minion and treat all minions of that type as having the same initiative. For example, if goblins and goblin archers were present, the Game Master could perform 1 initiative check for the goblins and 1 other check for the goblin archers. Their resulting initiative values would apply to all goblins and all goblin archers separately or respectively. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to take a look at the character's act step of the combat round. As you can see, initiative is quite clear. There will be no confusion as to who goes first. I like how the minions need to act according to their boss's initiative or have the option to do so, because it feels like there is this overlord or war boss or whatever ordering their cronies or lackeys around. I also like it that there is an element of surprise when it comes to the check, or rather greater surprise when compared to the initiative checks in other RPGs, because of the critical successes and failures in initiative. This means that a slowpoke sort of character could have a chance of acting before everyone else. But at the same time, those characters that are quite quick to act could end up at the bottom of the initiative list if they roll a critical failure. Thank you for watching this part of the review. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that have been supporting the channel by sending right through RPG gift certificates. If anyone else wants to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.